Make the change, rearrange, and life seems strange, but you gotta keep your aim, stay focused on the game, don't quit.
That's Nicole on your label, but it's Nicole P. Jones. I know her name very well, I would say, because we have some history, I would tell you.
Nice.
Yes.
Love it.
Can I share it with you? One
Yes,
second.
yes.
I have to share
Please
it with
do.
you.
Yes! You sent it and I was like, what? I'm going to be on the show? I remember that. Nicole and Eduardo, Monday Live.
And I would like, for me, like doing a show, I thought like Saturday Night Live. You know, I went like ballistic after the first time. I was like, oh my god! I talked to a camera.
You were in it to win it after that. Like, honestly, like the excitement that you've had, like, okay, from when we first talked, there were a lot of things going on. You were switching jobs, different things. You had left your job. There was so much stuff going on. You're like, this book is really something that I want. I'm like, write the book. Just do the, like, get it out. Do what you want to do. Like, it's going to be amazing. And then you're so funny because what I love about you is that it's cute because Nico is definitely your child, because you have so many things going on in your head. And I remember when we first met, you sent me, I don't even know how many different ideas, a speaker thing, of different logos. There was so much stuff that I was like, how do you do this? How do you just come up with all this stuff? What are the topics? Like, are we going to have to talk for a long time? Like, you're just like, let's just do it. So you know what I'm going to say to you is, don't underestimate your jumping in, right? Because honestly, if this were Texas Hold'em right now, you went all in, my friend. All in on that bet.
And we are back. Another episode with Eduardo Live. And this is actually a special. A Wednesday special, actually. And I have my friend here, Cris Beswick. Did I pronounce it correctly? You know, I'm Chilean, so maybe I didn't do it.
I think that's the best one you've done so far. Yeah, that was good.
Thank you. Author of Building a Culture of Innovation, board advisor, executive, faculty, investor, co-founder of innovation advisory firm Outcome. That's amazing things that you're doing, Cris. And actually, you're one of my inspiration, I would say, to become an author.
That's very kind. Thanks.
You are actually. And it started actually with, our connection started with Dane Toma, actually, that all this amazing work that you're doing with all these books, bringing all these amazing people together. I would say that's impressive. That's impressive.
Oh, thanks, Eduardo. I mean, so Dan, for those that don't know, Dan Toma and I are business partners, so we run our advisory firm, as you just mentioned, Outcome.
And we're back again, another empowering Monday with a very special guest today, Madeleine Black, actually, all the way from Glasgow, Scotland, United Kingdom. She's the Courage Cultivator, podcast host at Unbroken, and the podcast with Madeleine Black. Welcome, Madeleine.
Thank you. Lovely to be here with you.
And we spoke actually the first time like 1.5 years ago, something like that, right?
We did, yes, on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without you, I wouldn't be here actually doing this.
Well, I believe that courage is contagious, and I didn't find my voice for years, and it was somebody else speaking out that helped me find my voice, and I just really want to pay that forward. So I'm delighted that my TEDx had such an impact on you, and don't give yourself a hard time about when you find your voice. You find your voice when you find your voice, and now is obviously your time to speak.
1, 2, 3, we are live. Another episode of Eduardo Live with Mervi Lamminen, all the way from Helsinki, Finland. Welcome to the show, Mervi.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, definitely.
Well, tell us something about Finland that the world should know that maybe they don't know.
Oh, well, in December, I think the main thing we talk about here is the darkness. So it's really dark, and unfortunately, no snow at the time.
What do Finnish people do when it's so dark all the time?
Sleep, I think. Sleep.
What about sauna? The famous
Oh,
sauna.
Yes, that's of course on the list as well.
That's amazing.
With a problem, something that's in your face, and that's, to me, it's 8% of Silicon Valley's workforce, even less than that. It all depends on who you ask. Less than 8% of the workforce is Latino. To me, it was just crazy. So I wanted to do something about that through this community. And I think that's a very powerful way to open and to really highlight this problem, right? It's very different to say.
So I know a lot about design. I worked with amazing designers in my life. I know a lot about usability, and what you're doing, I love. I could say, like, from the first time that I saw it, it's the details. What I love with what you're doing is in the details. So a person like me that appreciate design, I like. Not only that, I'm a design collector. Instagram.com/pickereddy. I will put the address. You can see my collection. Like, I love design, and I love the artwork behind, because I can see, like, when it's done, with passion, and that is what I appreciate so much of your work. Actually,
Thank you. Yeah, this